Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome. And if you're not new, thank you for coming back for another video. So in today's video, we are going to be hauling my stash for February. And if you're not familiar with what these types of videos are, it's when I go into my stash, pick some products that I want to focus on using a little bit more of during the month. And so that's what we're going to be getting into today. All right, if you're interested in seeing what I picked for February, definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, so I tried not to have any overlaps or too many overlaps between my January haul and my February haul, but there are just some things that they just gonna have to be overlapping because they're the only things that I really use. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing the January haul, I will put an I think it'll be over here. Yeah. I'll put an I, and you guys can click that and see what I picked out for January. So I told you guys in a few of my videos that I would be putting this primer in my haul for February. This is the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Luminous Matte Makeup Primer. So I'm going to be using this every day basically for the month of February, unless I get something new that I want to try and test out. This will be it. Along with my Master Blur Stick from Maybelline. This is in the shade Medium Tan. They only come in like translucent, light, and then medium tan. They don't come in dark, so this is it. But I did use this in my recent video about makeup updates for January. I used this, but I didn't talk much about it because I know I was going to talk about it in this video. So I really like this for filling in my pores and doing a little bit of mattifying. So yeah, I'm going to be using this in the month. Okay, so for foundation, I have 4 foundations, one of which is like a little mini trial size. So I want to just see how I like it and see if I want to get a full size. So the first one is going to be this Vanish Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation, and this is in the shade Golden Almond. Unfortunately, when they do their little samples that you can get, they don't provide every shade as an option. So I went ahead and got Golden Almond just to see if I like the finish, because like I said, with the stick foundation in this, you know, the Hourglass Vanish stick, I can make golden work, but it just takes some work. So this one is a little bit better. It's a little bit richer on my skin tone, but I would still think I would like sable, but I'm still trying out the finish on this, so I'm gonna use this up in February. All right, another foundation. I want to use up my Nars Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation. This is in the shade New Caledonia, and this is one of my holy grail foundations. I got it last year. I think it came out last year, and it is a really great foundation. I think I'm about like half done with it, so I want to use this a little bit more this month as well. Hopefully finish it out. If not, you know, just get a little bit closer to finishing it out. Okay. All right, still going with Hourglass. I'm gonna go ahead and add my Hourglass Vanish stick in the shade Sable into this haul this month. I want to use this some more, rock this, especially during these colder months. That's when I really like to use my stick foundations. In the summertime, they don't, you know, work as well for me with my combination skin. So. And then finally we have the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation in the shade 230, and I am still on my little 14-day trial, so that's why I put so many foundations in. If I decide to send this back, then obviously I won't have this for the second half or actually the last 3 weeks of the month. So I'm going to try this out for the first week of February, and then before the 14 days is up, decide if I want to send this back. So far, so good though. It is a nice foundation. All right, so those were my 4 foundations. So for my concealer, I am continuing on with my Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. This is in the shade 41.5 Deep Golden. And I just like I said, this is a nice hydrating concealer. I like pairing this with a concealer that dries down, has more of a dry down, maybe be a little bit more matte. So I like this for hydrating my under eyes and also providing some nice coverage. So it helps me to just achieve a nice balance on the skin, not too light under the eyes. Next, concealers. They're going to be my Age Rewind concealers. As you can see, I am almost finished with both of these. This is Hazelnut here, Hazelnut here, and then Tan right here. So Hazelnut is more of, like I said about the Bye Bye Under Eye, it's more of a canceling out or kind of like correcting. I don't want to say correcting because it's not too red. It's good enough to be worn alone, but it's not an overly bright it's not an overly bright concealer, but I like to put this right under the eye, so up to the lash line with this because it's not so bright, and then a little bit lower under my eyes. So for more brightness, I like to use tan. So as you can see, I really like these concealers. They are very good, and I'm going to finish them up this month. I do have a backup of hazelnut, and I might pick up a backup of tan, but I have so many concealers that I might just, you know, let that one be, okay? And then we have the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealers. So the Age Rewind is not matte. It's not a matte concealer, but it's not like dewy or luminous. This is a matte one, okay? So I've got 3 different, you know, finishes with my concealers this month. So the e.l.f. 16-hour camo, you guys saw these in my update video, and you also saw them in my full face of e.l.f. So of course I'll put those videos in the description box and a clickable link up top in the eye. So yep, these are going to be getting used in February. So for my cream liquid highlights this month, I'm going in with one product, but it has, I think, 8 options in it. This is the Lime Life Dynamic by Danessa Myricks palette, and this is a cream highlighting palette. You've got 8, like I said, 8, yes, I knew it, 8 different colors of cream highlighters in this palette. I picked this up in the fall time last year, and I never really put it to good use, so I want to get some more use out of this. We've got, I think this one is blue actually. It's like a bluish purple highlight, so I probably won't use that. But the other ones look okay. This one gives you a nice, even though it's white, it gives you a nice wet look on the skin, and then all the other ones are different variations of golds, rose golds, and things like that. So I want to put these on underneath my makeup, and I'm going to probably see during this month how it'll work on top of foundation. Hopefully it doesn't pick up the foundation, but I want to put more use, get more use out of these. So yeah, looking forward to that, because they really are pretty highlights. I just haven't, you know, taken the time to use them. So yes. Alright, so we've got 3 powder highlights. I want to hit this Baked Blush by Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Don't Flutter Yourself. It's a bird, and it's a nice pinky golden. They call it a blush, but for me it's a highlight, and it's really pretty. So there it is there. So you can see the sheen and stuff. So I think this would look nice, like, I think this would look nice layered on top of another highlight, so that's why I picked this one. Then we have our Master Chrome by Maybelline in the shade Molten Topaz. And so this is a nice non-glittery. You guys know how I am. I don't like the super glittery highlights. And there it is right there. So this is a beautiful tone for deeper skin tones to use for highlighting. It's very subtle. I think it's very everyday friendly. And then we have this bomb thing that I picked up in December. This is Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess in the shade Solar Crush. And so the packaging is so luxe. And then you see how they just molded that in there. It's beautiful. And this highlighter is, it's off the chain, okay? It's just off the chain, intense. And it's not even, I'm not even getting a good swatch right now, especially because my skin is kind of dry, but you can see the sheen on that one. And I actually have that one on today, and it's pretty bright. I didn't mean to go that bright with the highlight today, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, so I feel like I've got a nice bright highlight, a nice in-your-face highlight, and then something that's a little bit more everyday friendly. And then if I want to add a little bit of a pop, then there we go with the Wet n Wild, okay? Alright, so for my setting powders, I was telling you guys all month, I'm using the Fenty Beauty setting powders in honey and hazelnut. So in case I want to do an all-over set with a loose powder, I have hazelnut honey for under the eye, as well as my Veil, Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder. This is a nice luminous setting powder. It's not like glittery, but it's not matte. This is not a matte powder, so I like using this under the eye, and then some of the other ones over the face in different areas to brighten maybe in my pore area and give a little bit more of a flawless, like a poreless look with the Fenty. This can go right under my eyes to 3 setting powders this month. And then for my pressed powders, because I like to use pressed powders as well. Alright, so I've got 3 pressed powders. I'm going to be using my Milani Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder in the shade Deep. Let me show you. This is what the packaging looks like, and then this is what the actual powder looks like. So it looks a little bit lighter, but it blends nicely with my skin, so I like using this one. And then I'm using today the Black Opal True Color Ultra Matte Foundation Powder, and this is in the shade Medium Deep. So this is nice that it works on my skin. Actually, it like kind of deepened my foundation today. I have on the Vanish Liquid Foundation. It kind of added a little bit more richness. So I like that this is in the shade Medium Deep. So that goes to show that they have shades after this one that are a little darker. You see I already hit pan on it because it's a really nice foundation powder. I want to get some more use out of that this month. And then this is something I should have put in my e.l.f. video. I forgot that I had this. This is the e.l.f. Finishing Powder in the shade Medium Dark. And this is not medium dark. This looks like a little bit lighter than the Milani powder I showed you guys. But I like using powders like this that are more finishing powders. They don't have a lot of substance to them in color. And I like to press them in the pore area, especially when I'm retouching my makeup at the end of the day. If I need to, you know, go somewhere else after work, retouch them by putting some of that powder here to just provide a little bit more of a matte look, a little bit more coverage. All right, so once again, for a finishing powder, I didn't do a lot of finishing powder last month, even though I had this in my haul. This is the Hourglass Radiant Powder in Ambient Light. This is the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder in the shade Radiant Light. And I like to use this. I mostly actually used this last month as a highlight. This is a very pretty, nice, everyday, subtle highlight. So this is even more subtle than the Maybelline Chrome Highlight and Molten Topaz. But this is also a good finishing powder to add a little bit of luminosity to your skin and just an airbrushed finish to the skin. So I like using that for that purpose, but then I also use it as a highlight. So this will be double duty this month. So for my blush this month, I'm going to be rocking my Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1. And here it is. I did a whole video comparing these Juvia palettes, these Juvia's Place blush palettes to the Sephora palette that I use in my haul. I'll put a video link up here. I only get 5 links, so we'll see how that goes. But it will definitely be in the description box. And here is this one. So I went with the Volume 1. I felt like these shades were a little bit more winter friendly, and I just want to be able to use some of these. These are very rich, very rich in pigment, okay? And then I've got 2 golden highlights right there. So I guess for this whole month I've got about 5-6 highlights I can use. So yeah, this will be used this month. Alright, for eyeshadows this month, oh my gosh, I have so many palettes. You already saw, I still haven't even recorded that affordable eyeshadow palette video. I have to record that affordable eyeshadow collection video. It's coming in February. Be on the lookout. Alright, so I've got 4 palettes this month. The reason I picked 4 is because my goal for February is to not purchase so many palettes. I don't want to purchase any palettes. First on the list, you guys already knew the Nars Skin Deep palette was coming. This is going to be getting a lot of use this month. This is the only like full-on neutral palette that I have in my collection for this month. This was in my favorites for January. This is the Revolution X Soph X. I don't know who this is, but Soph X, she did a palette. I think she's got a couple palettes with Makeup Revolution. This is the first one. And I think that this is really pretty. Look at that beautiful mirror. And then you've got all these shades. So the shades do not have names. Her second palette, I think the shades have names. But this one is the first one, and they don't have any names. But I like the tones in this palette. I like the fact that it really is kind of like a neutral warm palette with a pop of purple and green. So if you didn't have that purple and green, it would just be your run-of-the-mill like neutral warm toned palette. But I like the pinks, the mauve colors in here, and the greens and the golds, like the bronze golds right there. And then this is a duochrome shade there, that nice purple, and these like are metallics here. And then we've got some nice mattes, and I am wearing this on my eyes today. So yes, definitely using this month. Next, we have the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette. This is, I purchased this during my whole e.l.f. haul, and you guys can see a little bit of that in my e.l.f. first impressions, but I picked this one up, and I haven't used it. It's still in the package, and I want to get some use out of that this month, so we're going to see how this performs this month. I'll probably do a couple videos on this. Then we have this palette that I picked up at the end of December. This is Autumn's Rain by Sydney Grace. And here we go. I've got a first impression, or actually that's like a third impressions or fourth impressions. So I've probably used this about 3 or 4 times, but I want to get some more use out of it. It's a very pretty color scheme, and you can get some nice colorful looks out of here and some more everyday looks. So definitely want to put that to use this month. Oh, I didn't do my contour. Okay, so for contour, it's going to be simple. I'm using my Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Black Coffee. And then for a bronzer, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Blush and Bronzer palette in the shade Turks and Caicos. And as you can see, the only thing I use in this palette really is this. I've used that a couple times for like a blush or a highlight type look, but this is it right here. Alright, so for mascara, once again, because this mascara is the bomb, we are using the Lash Princess by Essence False Lash Effect Mascara. And once again, because this mascara is the bomb as well, L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara in black. I think it comes in like a blue shade. I'm going to be rocking my Hourglass Caution Mascara. There's a lot of Hourglass in this haul this month. I didn't realize how much it was, but this is the Hourglass Caution Mascara in the trial size. I like the full size, but this one came like as a perk for 100 points. Alright, so for my eyeliners, gotta go with the Revolution Renaissance Flick eyeliner pen. This is fantastic. This is good, guys. I have not put this down since I picked it up, so this is the bomb. I'm going to be continuing to use that. I recently picked up the Infallible L'Oreal Longwear Pro Last eyeliner in the shade black, and this is a pencil liner. And so it's waterproof. It's supposed to be waterproof, so, but it's easy to use and nice and goes on seamlessly and things. So when I want to do my tight lining or just do a smudge on eyeliner at my lash line, then I'm going to use that. And then I got this really nice eyeliner. Someone gifted it to me at church because somehow this was in their bag when they went home or whatever. I don't know. But she didn't know what to do with this. She said, can you use it? I said, definitely. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. Now, this is super creamy, and this is in the shade Glazed Toffee. So it's a nice brown liner, and I have that on my waterline today, and it's very nice, very creamy, and very easy to use. So I'm actually wanting to get more shades of this because it goes on so creamy. It's really nice. And so you all know that I don't do lip products in these videos because I cannot commit to using just a couple lip products for the entire month. I have so many lip products, it would be ridiculous to try to go through and pick what I'm going to use for the month of February. And then you guys wouldn't want to sit through that video. I know you wouldn't, okay? So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those are all the products that I'm using for February. Definitely let me know if you want to see more about any of the products, even the foundations and concealers. Definitely let me know. Last month, I did put in my video some liquid eyeshadows. I didn't touch them the entire month, so I'm just gonna leave those out, and then if I pick them up this month, then they're right here in my little everyday makeup collection. They're still sitting in my vanity area, so if I want to pick it up, I will, but I'm not gonna go through those again, okay? Because I didn't really use them last month, so they're just coming on into this month. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was fun. Let me know what you guys think about these types of videos. Do you guys haul your stash? Let me know. Alright, what are you guys using in the month of February? And I will be talking to you guys really soon. I hope you guys are staying warm. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. And if you like this video, definitely hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out and lets me know that you like these types of videos. Alright, I will be talking to you guys really soon. Take care. See ya.